Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a quick look at my top 5 favourite games released in 2014. With the next gen consoles slowly finding their feet, 2014 has ended up being a pretty interesting year for gaming, with lots of highlights and quite a few lowlights as well. Many of the games on this list are games that you might not expect because I didn't get around to buying many of the AAA titles that you'd expect to be on this kind of list. I still haven't played Titanfall, Far Cry 4, Dragon Age Inquisition or Assassin's Creed Unity, and I've only just picked up Watch Dogs, so it's safe to say that this list is gonna be full of lesser known titles. In terms of AAA games, 2014 could almost be called the year of the hype train and the year of premature or missed release dates. Among others, games like Assassin's Creed Unity, Watch Dogs, Titanfall and Destiny all didn't completely live up to initial expectations, which is why a lot of them won't make this list. That's not to say that the 2014 AAA titles weren't good games, but honestly I just didn't expect that I'd end up playing the games on this list more than the big name games released this year. Hopefully you guys will find something new on this list to try out, but just remember that even if you don't, keep an open mind because this is just my opinion after all. But anyway, to kick off my list, coming in at number 5 is South Park: The Stick of Truth. For fans of the South Park series and fans of old school 2D RPGs, you're really gonna love this game. It literally feels like you're watching an episode of South Park, but it's got enough detail to stand out as something more than just an interactive TV show. It's very rare that licensed games like this can actually manage to pull it off, and especially considering the track record of previous South Park games, I really didn't have high hopes for this one. Fortunately, I was pleasantly surprised because The Stick of Truth is both funny and fun to play, the graphics look exactly like the show, and the sound design is great too. So coming in at number 4 is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I must admit, after years and years away from the COD franchise, and with so many futuristic shooters being released in 2014, I really wasn't expecting much out of this one. Advanced Warfare brought me back to the series to some degree though, because it not only has a great single player campaign, the multiplayer is pretty fun too. Don't get me wrong though, it's still a COD game, and if you can't stand COD games, I doubt you're gonna like this one. That being said though, the exosuit and a range of new weapons makes Advanced Warfare feel like a proper rework of the series, rather than just another copy and paste job. And coming in at number 3 is Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Now, Baldur's Gate 2 isn't strictly a game that was released in 2014, it first came out in the year 2000 and I've played it every year since then. It's a classic RPG from BioWare that I guess you could say is the forerunner to games like Dragon Age, and in 2014 it finally got a port to mobile devices. This top-down RPG suits touchscreen controls perfectly, and the graphics and sound, even after almost 15 years, have aged very well. Baldur's Gate 2 is definitely worth picking up even in 2014, because despite its age, it's still in my opinion one of the best RPGs ever made. And coming in at number 2 is Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a tabletop card game that was originally released for the PC and Mac, and later for mobile devices. I've got to say, as far as mobile games go, this would have to be one of the best and most addictive out there at the moment, and the best thing is, it's free to play. I guess you could say Hearthstone is a bit like games like Magic the Gathering, but it's a bit simpler and easier to understand for new players. Despite how easy it is to get into though, it still requires a fair bit of skill to master, and you can easily spend hours crafting your perfect deck for any situation. And finally, coming in at number 1 on my list is Insurgency. I just can't get enough of this game. I've spoken about it a few times in previous videos, and there's a good chance you're going to see even more of it on this channel. Insurgency is a hardcore FPS game built on the Source engine, which has a lot in common with BF4, but it's a lot more realistic. One of the best things about Insurgency is the fact that there's so little on the HUD to distract you from the experience, and it's nice not to have to surf the minimap like you do in BF4 and COD. It's easy to feel like you're actually in this game because you have to move, think and act like a soldier, and if you don't, you're probably going to end up dead very quickly. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this top 5, so let me know what your top 5 games of 2014 are in the comments section below. Also, let me know what games you're most looking forward to in 2015, because there's a bunch of new games coming out, and it would be awesome to take a look at some of them on this channel. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a great new year, thanks for sticking with me through 2014, and I hope 2014 turns out great for all of you. As always, don't forget, if you like what you see, to please like, comment and subscribe, and if you haven't already, please check out all my other videos. I've got them all linked in a playlist in the description below. But until next time, see you later, and have a good one.